The Smithsonian has this great history of kind of working in service to federal agencies. It would help out, Fish and Wildlife. It would help out the FBI. It had a really long history. Some of its physical anthropologists were helping the FBI identify skeletal remains going back to the 1930s. So there's always been a relationship between the researchers housed within the Smithsonian doing service work for federal agencies. It started, the first case that Roxie claims that she ever investigated was a woman putting a pillow over her husband's head and shooting him, and leaving some feathers in his skull and in the barrel of the gun that was used as the murder weapon. And slowly, through word of mouth, I think law enforcement started to realize there's this woman who's got this great skill set if you ever find feathers at a crime scene, and started finding a lot of feathers at crime scenes that Roxie was called in on.
She did a lot of it. So, like, she was traveling a lot. She was called in to testify all the time. It was.
She didn't love it. She got tired of she didn't like crimes of violence, and one of the she was always looking for people to mentor. This was really difficult, slow science, and it was hard to get people to stick with her. It probably didn't help. She wasn't the nicest person. She had really sharp elbows. Some of those were sharpened because of dealing with years of sexism from middle management in Fish and Wildlife and at the Smithsonian, but she was also just incredibly demanding. And I found one of her proteges, and one of the first things she said to me, this woman loves Roxie, but she was like, Roxie was a terrible mentor. She was so mean. And part of it was she wanted people to work as hard as she did. She was in the museum 6 or 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. She didn't really do anything else other than work.